Oh god, I can't believe my life has come to this point. This is just depressing. What on earth am I even looking at? Ew. Ew! Oh god, get away! Oh, did you see that? He just lunged at me. It's like a horror villain. Just, oh my god, my hairs are standing up. That was truly horrifying. I'll give this show one thing. It's certainly one of the scariest things I have ever seen. So if you're into horror, take a look at this. But if you, I don't know, like yourself, do not watch this show. I'm serious, because it is literally a waste of time. Literally, like, when I think of the phrase waste of time, this is the first thing that comes to mind. This is a type of show that has absolutely zero redeeming qualities. I'm serious. Spoiler alert, but who cares? Don't watch this, okay? The people who made this didn't even care while making it, obviously. Not only that, they don't claim it. The whole thing is on YouTube. So if you have someone tied up in your basement you want to torture, you don't have to go to a torrent site with millions of pop-up ads that you gotta click through. They've forgotten that it exists and has banished it out of their catalog. And I don't just think that it's because it's that bad. I think there's another reason as to why. I have a bit of a conspiracy theory, so stick around to find out what it is. Anyway, before I start this video, subscribe and hit that bell. But I also need to give out a very sincere apology to my parents for watching this. My father actually watches all of my YouTube videos and anxiously waits for each one. When I told him that I would be reviewing something so horrendous that I would have to be issuing an apology to my family, he said, "Oh, it can't be that bad. Well, here it is, Daddy. Here's the thing that I was talking about. I'm really sorry, okay? Please don't be too ashamed of me. I only watched this because I thought that it would make for a funny YouTube review. So, enjoy." Also, I'm really sorry for swearing in all of my YouTube videos. Hey, my name is Astronauty, and what is the bare minimum? And I mean the bare minimum when it comes to making a show. At least having one redeemable quality, some visible evidence that there was a tiny bit of effort put into it, and some sort of use. I mean, it might not be good use, but have it be just the least bit useful in this world. A show that I have seen that doesn't even have one of these qualities is the Abunai sisters, Koko and Mika. When I said that Handshakers wasn't that terrible because I have seen much worse, this is what came to my mind, along with some other animes, but this is the main one that came to mind because this has been the worst anime I've ever seen ever since I first saw it 2 years ago. This show got cancelled after 2 episodes, and what makes that even funnier is that one episode here is 3 minutes, so that means by the 6-minute mark everyone tapped out. More power to them. This shit got released on DVD later for some reason. Despite me doing a review of this now, I actually wish that they never released this fully on DVD, because for some reason this review was really difficult to tackle. I know that that sounds stupid because this anime is so short, right? But it's most likely because there's just nothing here. It's just a big puddle of nothing. This is a digitalized moving embarrassment. That's what this is. Guess what studio made this anime, by the way? Because it's hilarious. Guess, well, if you don't know, guess what other animes the studio that made the fucking Abunai sisters made? Guess. I'll give you a bit of time. Okay, time's up. Yeah, and you guys might be thinking, well, Victoria, you gotta start somewhere, right? The animes that you put up, they were probably made after 2010 when this shit was made. Well, I agree with you, okay? But they also made some shit before 2010 that was critically acclaimed, okay? This was a very critically acclaimed studio. They made Ghost in the Shell, and most notable of all, and perhaps their greatest achievement, Parappa the Rapper. And they also made like some others, but I actually don't know. I only know Ghost in the Shell and Parappa the Rapper. But I mean, they were loved. I mean, they had some good shows according to people. What is really hilarious is that their website and even their Wikipedia page has zero mention of the Abunai sisters. I mean, that's good for them, honestly. The best way to get over a traumatic event is to forget that it exists entirely. For now, let's talk about the that they shoehorned in real quick, and I mean real quick, because it wasn't their first priority when it came to making this anime. Obviously, this whole shit just screams lazy. So the Abunai sisters, Koko and Mika, are celebrities that live on the most barren, depressing private island I have ever seen. Why are they vacationing there? I don't know, and I'm not going to look again and clarify because I don't give a fuck.
Why don't we just take the limo to a restaurant?
What the fuck? You live on a fucking island! Okay, look. Whatever. They are guarding some stupid shit called the Booby Stone that gives them eternal youth and are constantly hounded by this grandma and a horrifying, oh my god, fucking horrifying son for it. Actually, I don't know if they're related or not, and I don't care. What I do care about though, and what will be my only takeaway from this anime, are the future nightmares this guy is gonna cause me. He's gonna cause my nightmares to have nightmares about him. He's genuinely one of the creepiest characters I have ever seen. He looks super uncanny. Well, I mean, like, more uncanny than the rest of the cast. It's like they modeled him after a real life person. Like, they got a fan of the Abunai sisters and accurately mapped out his entire fucking face. Gross. When I first watched this anime 2 years ago, I was genuinely shocked at how terrifying he was. I did not expect to be so terrified going into this. Someone really needs to put this incel character as the main villain in a horror game. It would be successful and genuinely terrifying. As for Granny, I'll get to her later. It's all part of my little conspiracy theory. Anyway, every episode is the villains having a different strategy in order to obtain the fucking Booby Stone. I wonder what the voice actors were thinking when they had to say Booby Stones multiple times. Hopefully they turned their brain off and were just thinking about the money while recording this. That is the best way to deal with a situation like this. The sisters also have enchanted tits that jiggle and make alert sounds whenever there's trouble that they can't see. They can also inflate on command. I don't even know what to say about that. I feel like I should say something, but I ain't got nothing. Oh my god, actually, I just realized that I need to now dish out 2 apologies. Wow, I'm apologizing so much lately. I was calling this a show. No. This is not a show, okay? If I was a show, I would be fucking insulted, okay? I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my god. So I'm gonna give the Abunai sisters a special name. I'll just call it a mistake from now on. Usually I'd be saying that mistakes are important because they help you grow and learn and shit. But in this case, the mistake was right there in front of the showrunners' noses, but they did it anyway. It's like putting your hands inside an oven that's turned on to full heat. It's obviously incorrect. The reasons why I wouldn't classify this as a show is because, first of all, it's very shit and I don't like it very much. Second of all, the entire thing is 30 minutes. 3 minutes per episode, 10 episodes, so there's that. I know that there are series with similar, if not the same amount of runtime, but I'm sorry. A good story and characters for me can't be developed properly in a very short amount of time. So in general, I just don't fuck with really short stories. You could make the case that because this series is so bad, having less of it to watch would actually be a good thing. And yeah, you'd be right, but if I'm being perfectly honest, people, I really had to push myself in order to get this review done. I really did not want to watch this mistake. I confess, I was procrastinating really hard. I reluctantly forced myself to watch and eventually talk about this shit because of the possibility of getting a funny YouTube video out of it. That was the only bright side. So yeah, it's 30 minutes too long if I'm being perfectly honest. Third of all, this is the laziest thing that I have ever seen in my life. Everything is so blah. It's like a queef, okay? They barely spent any time on this. The runtime itself, I bet you, is the same amount of time that they spent making the fucker. There is a total of 4 sets in this entire anime, 4 locations, and to make matters even worse, 2 of the locations only use 1 episode each. So that means for the majority of the anime, they are only in 2 locations, okay? This beach with nothing on it, and this front entrance with nothing in it. There are a total of, again, 4 character models in this entire anime. There is no one else here, and no, I am not counting this. It's a mask, no facial expressions. This thing was meant to be a handsome man, by the way. This show just really fails at everything, does it? All this, along with them not bothering to put that many props or assets into the backgrounds, just makes this whole thing seem so desolate. And with the addition of the horrible character models and mocap animation, this shit is uncanny and uncomfortable more than anything. It's like the loneliest, eeriest, most barren fever dream ever. This is so strange. I'm telling you guys, this is 100% a waste of time. It is so unbelievably useless. It's like appendicitis. It is absolute painful torture that is occurring because of something useless. In fact, the only thing that I agree with this anime on is the title, the Abunai Sisters. Abunai in Japanese means dangerous, and yeah, I agree. You'll waste 30 minutes of your precious time watching this shit. They really love the number 4, by the way, don't they? Which makes sense. In Japanese culture, the number 4 is considered unlucky, so it's the perfect number for this shit. It's just a shame that they didn't make it to episode 13. Can we please go back to the lazy ass visuals, because it is that bad and there is more? The mocap or something or other, but something is glitching out those eyebrows whenever they move their fucking mouths. Look, they keep vibrating. Ever since someone in the YouTube comments pointed that out, I couldn't stop focusing on them. It was distracting. They wanted me to be distracted by their tits. No. Fix your fucking animation first, and then I might be distracted by the tits. By the way, I'm just curious as to what the people in the mocap were feeling throughout all of this. Imagine acting this shit out. It must have been excruciating. I'm not hating or anything. Honestly, I find it noble that they are so dedicated to their craft that they are willing to have their movements encapsulated in time through the Abunai Sisters. I wonder if they had the courage to put this on their resumes. Well, I mean, I know for a fact that the studio who made this didn't. Okay, I should talk about my conspiracy theory now. So, one of the main reasons, or if not the main reason as to why I think Production I.G has ostracized this mistake, besides it like being really, really terrible and besides it getting canned after 2 episodes, is because they did not want to get sued by Studio Ghibli, because they were so fucking lazy that they couldn't even be bothered to get a different design for the fucking grandma character. They just use the fucking old woman from Spirited Away. Look! It's almost the exact same design. She's got her hair, her nose, her mole. Why couldn't they do what they did with the others and make a unique character model? Well, Unless the other three are ripoffs of other characters that I'm just not aware of. Okay, what the fuck am I talking about? This is the Abunai sisters. The executives were breathing down the staff's necks in order to get this shit done in 30 minutes. They had to chop. They didn't have time to make an original granny. They couldn't even be bothered to give the sisters workout gear when they were exercising. So they were working out in their tight spandex outfits and their stilettos. Ouch. Oh, by the way, their treadmills are safety hazards. They don't have handlebars on them. If they slip, they'll be fucked. See? They couldn't even be bothered to make a quick, naked silhouette for a shower scene when one of the sisters was behind a shower curtain. She was obviously wearing her outfit. And on top of that, we saw her do a motion where she was putting on her clothes. But she already had her clothes on. What a fail! Okay, fine. You know what? I should just shut my mouth because there's an even bigger issue at hand here. I am caring more about this anime than the creators did. Oh no. Oh no, that cannot happen, okay? If they don't give a shit, then I shouldn't give a shit. In fact, I should double not give a shit. It's obvious that they went as fast as they could when making these episodes. The characters, well, okay, everything here is so unbelievably stupid that it actually really pissed me off. For example, this scene. So first of all, the scene starts off with the two hoes saying,
"Oh, the beach is all set up for us."
What the fuck do you mean? It looks like a regular beach. Okay, you know what? Whatever. The shark fires at them. And their bright idea is to awkwardly crawl instead of run. In a shooting, I'm pretty sure crawling helps decrease visibility, but it doesn't really help if the background has nothing in it because this anime is lazy. The shark misses all the shots, by the way. Worst aim in history. She shoots her gun undercover multiple times, but it misses. The shark shoots the gun out of her hand, but it lands right next to them. It doesn't matter though, cause her sister comes up with a brilliant idea. Her plan is to crawl ever so slowly to a table meters away, shake a champagne bottle for a couple of seconds with terrible technique by the way, in order to launch the cork, one cork, instead of multiple bullets into the shark's eye. Just pick up the gun. Okay, you know what? Just go swimming. Just ignore the shark and go swimming because he's never gonna ever hit you. Your face could be right in front of his and he'll shoot in the air. But I guess we needed an excuse to see an even more erotic version of that soda minigame from Mario Party 8. Also, in the third episode, where there was one cockroach in their huge fucking Taj Mahal mansion.
Why?
And they called pest control to have their whole mansion fully fumigated. Okay, that's actually kind of funny and relatable, but I really don't think that this was meant to be a joke. I honestly think that the writers were genuinely being stupid. There were zero jokes in this entire mistake. They were definitely being stupid here. Throughout the anime, the sisters kept on calling themselves celebrities. The problem with that is they don't actually tell us why they're famous. They just keep saying that they are.
Koko, it's unbelievable how much you love champagne. Of course, I'm a celebrity after all.
Okay, well that doesn't make any sense. Who the fuck wrote that? Is she implying that all celebrities like alcohol? Or all alcohol lovers are celebrities? If the latter is the case, then apparently this man is a fucking celebrity. Congratulations, mate. This whole celebrity deal was really confusing to me. I just thought that it was the anime being really stupid, and yeah, I was correct. But when I was doing my research into this shit, mainly because I was super perplexed as to why it was even made and I needed answers. Sorry, I just couldn't wrap my head around why they would even make and air something like this. It was just super confusing. Anyway, during my research, I found out that I was watching this anime wrong because I needed to go into this with context. Context that I didn't have because I live under a rock. This anime was based off the Kano Sisters. Yeah, you know, the Kano Sisters. You guys know who the Kano Sisters are. Don't be shitting on me now. They're the celebrities. Okay, but seriously though, the Abunai sisters were meant to be the Kano sisters. They have the same names and the same size dodgeballs on their chests. They are those types of celebrities that are famous for being wealthy and having tons of plastic surgery. Okay. Now I know why in the animation they would never explain why they're famous. Because it's a mystery to them too. Congratulations, Japan. You have your own Kardashians. Yay! Okay. Yeah, it's really no wonder why this shit was so bad and zero effort was put in. I mean, what can you get from these two when a person make an animation out of them? I'm not being a hater, I'm just going off of what I researched, and from what I have researched, these two only seem to be famous because they are rich and have big tits. That's it. That's all the substance we have, people. Apparently though, they go to film festivals, award ceremonies, and movie premieres. They were at the Ready Player One movie premiere. How the hell did that happen? Does anyone even know who these two are? Okay, well, now you guys know who they are. I know who they are, but okay. Does anyone even care about who they are? Well, Steven Spielberg cares. Are they famous enough to get their own private island and get gifts from the royal family like in their anime adaptation? Well, maybe, I don't know. What the most confusing part about all of this to me is that there is no Japanese dub of this. This was only done in English. So clearly they were trying to pander to the West with this. The Kano sisters did have a desire to become more internationally famous, so I guess they attempted this strategy. No, this is not the way to go about this. Did they really think that the West is that fucking stupid?
We don't like teenage girls? I do. So leave. I love them.
You what?
And the person who's gonna f my wife is...
What did he say?
But if you're with someone and you have a girl, I'm gonna sit on your f***ing and be like, isn't my tighter? Isn't it better? Isn't that just hot? I've been in relationships and I'm like cheating with someone else and I'm like, this is so hot.
Alright, man, I hate this world, bro, for real.
I've added a new set of pronouns to the pronouns that I'm comfortable being called.
Oh,
I've
no!
been sitting on Fair's pronouns for a while. My other thing about this new set of pronouns is that I would only like for queer and trans people to use them for me.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Because I don't know if I look skinny in photos. I don't fucking know.
Okay, fine, we are, but we wouldn't like this, and we didn't like this. This is a rare case where there was absolutely nothing good about a show. In fact, this is a rare case where everything was so horrendous. Shit, even the opening theme song is one of the worst I have ever heard. And on top of that, it's really creepy to boot. It's not really the animation, it's mainly the singing, because they're like growling in it. It's fucking so unsettling. This whole anime just gives a like really unsettling vibes. Like, it just makes your fucking skin crawl. It's like when you encounter a serial killer. I'm actually pissed the fuck off right now because I know for a fact that this review is going to take much longer to complete than they did with this whole entire anime. For starters, I've been sitting here for 3 hours talking to the camera, recording this shit. I typed out the script that also took around the same time. I don't fucking know, I didn't time that shit. And fucking editing it with my shit fucking computer that is like the worst computer I've ever had, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, this shit is so slow, it keeps fucking crashing, okay? Can't handle anything that is so simple. There's nothing on this computer. I only use this computer to edit my videos. It is the worst, the slowest, worst computer ever, despite being a modern computer. Terrible, okay? It's gonna take me even longer than 3 hours to edit this. In fact, editing this shit is probably gonna take longer than me sitting down and talking and typing out the script combined. And you know, also like I fucking beautified myself for this video. I did my makeup. Okay, that took a while as well. I can assure you that even my makeup time, like when I was putting my makeup on, I took longer on my fucking face than they did making this fucking anime. So I think that it would be an absolute crime to not give this any higher than a 0 out of 10. This was a mistake. This mistake was nothing. It's just a waste of space on YouTube. Only watch this shit if you want to see the worst thing in the world, or you want to like make a review on YouTube. I don't fucking know. Anyway, if you like this video, please let me know by giving it a like. Okay, comment what you thought, please. I appreciate any feedback. Okay, you could be licking my ass, or you can be fucking swearing at me. I don't give a shit. Okay, feedback is fantastic. Thank you, and subscribe if you want to see more reviews of like weird shit. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye everyone. Damn, that kick was actually fucking nice though. Oh wait, okay, I hate everything in this anime. Wow.